A common take I keep hearing when people defend Riri's bad behavior is by comparing it to other heroes who start off with similar morals, like Tony, Doctor Strange, Star-Lord, Thor, and even Ant-Man. But here's the thing, the events of their respective journeys made them better people. This is what we high society cinephiles call a character arc. Not something that was just known by high society, but it has become increasingly obvious that certain creative talents have forgotten. You see, Riri doesn't have a consistent character arc. This idea the spectators push about Riri realizing her choices are wrong and has to grow as a person doesn't exist, because the narrative exonerates her of any wrongdoing, while also not following up on the in-universe criticisms about her character. And Riri never takes responsibility for her actions. When being expelled from MIT, the only thing Riri says in her defense is that other people want to keep her small. When Ezekiel Stain goes to prison for Riri's actions and gets turned into a mind-controlled cyborg, she accepts no blame despite being called out. And finally, when Riri is trying to merge magic into her suit to fight the Hood, she's told that there would be a cost, which at the time she was fully aware of and accepted. But when that cost is the AI copy of her dead friend Natalie, Riri blames magic instead of herself. If handled by a more competent writer, Riri's lack of responsibility could be used as room for growth. But this avoidance of accountability makes her look like a villain.
That is not what heroes do.
Another arc that could have made Riri interesting was her being unable to come to terms with the loss of her best friend and stepfather. And there is evidence of that since she refuses to go to the garage where they died, and in doing so risks losing the happy memories they shared and the positive impact they've had. And the entire plotline of Riri unintentionally making an AI of her dead best friend could have been a good avenue for her inability to accept loss. But then she makes a literal deal with the literal devil to bring Natalie back to life. So yeah, that's another idea tossed out the window. The only real arc she goes through is letting her loved ones help her, which is not nearly as interesting as the previous two ideas, because Riri is still a terrible person who doesn't feel the need to improve herself. And her arc pales in comparison to Tony's.